welcome to David Christopher's. I'm Jen.
I'm David.
And we haven't been with you in a minute. We have been posting a lot of stories or a lot of little shorts for you of some trees that David has been designing and decorating. And it's just been a whirlwind. It's that time of year. But we're glad you're here with us today. And we have a very exciting update for you. If you follow us on social media, you've already seen this update, but we thought that we would also share it with you here on this video, give you a chance to ask any questions. So basically, we have a brick and mortar retail store that you can actually walk inside of and shop, as well as our online store. And we sell wholesale, so that's business to business. And then we sell retail, and that's business to consumer. So our wholesale business is not changing in any form or fashion. We still have our wholesale business. It's still online. We're still taking orders.
We're still in the building.
We're still in the building. Nothing at all is changing about our wholesale business. Our shopdavidchristopher's.com website, absolutely nothing is changing. We ship out constantly. We've got mountains of orders right now that our team is working on pulling and getting shipped out to people. And currently, our brick and mortar is still open, but come January 31st, we're gonna lock the doors up seasonally for foot traffic. So if you don't shop with us inside the store, your life is not changing in any way, form, or fashion. If you do live locally or you plan to make a trip in to see us, we're gonna be closed February the 1st through the end of September because we are going to transition and do more of like a Christmas pop-up shop and just sell online in the spring and the summer because it's slower for us. It's not as much going on. Now, if you do shop our cemetery sale, we're gonna have our website is gonna have a lot of options for you to choose from, and you can pick those up locally here in Sheffield at our warehouse, which is only just a couple of streets over from the retail store. So you're not gonna be going out of your way to pick up your products that you ordered online. Hopefully that will be a smooth transition, but this just really gives David and I a chance to breathe.
And hopefully make some more videos.
Yes, our YouTube channel is not changing. I know when I put this message on Facebook, I got a couple of people saying, oh, I'm gonna miss the videos. It's like, no, we're probably gonna do more videos because we'll have a little more time to do more videos, which is what we really like to do to show you how to use the products. And that brings us to why we're here today. We wanted to share that big update with you, give you a chance to ask any questions. We'll be glad to answer in the comments. But really nothing's changing except for you can't walk into our store between February and September while we're just doing online. But then we're gonna open back up in October with a Christmas Wonderland.
We don't know where yet.
Exactly.
We may be in a different location. We may be in a different county. We're not 100% sure yet. Mm-hmm. What we do know is we intend to open that store because we know a lot of you have made it a tradition to visit David Christopher's during the holidays, and we want to help you continue that. You know, we love seeing the kids and the adults, for that matter, come in the store and their eyes light up and they're just, you know, transported to this Christmas Wonderland, and we really want to actually build on that and try to do more and build more for you to come and see. And to do that, it helps us to not have the store open all the time. I'm in there trying to decorate trees when, you know, and
people are trying to shop
in
the middle, and we got boxes everywhere and junk everywhere, as I call it, and
it's hard to make a mess, and you know, while we're open, so we're going to make our messes hopefully before we open this year and attempt to do that, do something a little different. And like Jennifer said, you know, for our own sanity, for our own health, just to take a little step back and hopefully be able to, you know, deal with the other things that we're doing there in that time period a little bit better and more efficiently.
Yeah, and David and I are still young. We know that, but we are not getting younger. And as any of you know that have any age on you at all, when you're over 40, things change a little bit. We still have a lot of energy, we still have a lot of spunk, but we know that we have to make things manageable and have a plan going forward so we don't just wear ourselves out too soon, too quickly.
Yeah.
And so the reason we're here today, besides that, is David has some nativities that he wants to show you that are going to be our whole website. If you're watching this video in December of 2024, everything on our website is on sale right now. We have a 30% off discount going on, but he's going to mark these pieces down, plus you get the additional 30% off. And I'm going to step away so I can get a closer look, and he can talk to you about this as well as our Fresh Touch Garland. And I think he has an idea for you today.
Very small one.
A small one, but still an idea.
So basically what we've got going on is our new, and these are all handmade in the Philippines, all of these nativities. The quality is really amazing. Everyone that has bought them so far has really been extremely impressed with them. And we are just in that mood where we want to give everyone that shops with us kind of a Christmas gift. And what better gift can we think of than to give you the real gift of the season, which was Jesus. And so we're focusing on these nativities for a little while, and I think these make great gifts. They make great tabletop pieces. Most of them have like a base that's going to be flat that you can sit, but there is an angel that works great for an ornament. I have put several of these in trees. They work great for at the top of the tree. I know everybody's used to that like cone thing that you just sit on top of the tree, but really I usually just I'll show you how I place this angel. I'll move a tree over here and see if we can place that angel kind of on top of a tree for you. And then we've got a larger angel. Sometimes people just want to have a very large representation of an angel in an area. And I've got her actually sitting on a cake plate, which I thought was a great other. If you wanted to elevate something like a nativity set or an angel, we've got these new cake stands that are glass with the gold beaded trim around them. Also makes a good gift. Doesn't have to be for a nativity. It could actually be for a cake, which would be weird for us, but because we don't sell cakes.
We don't sell cakes. So I was just thinking I need one of those for the Christmas season to put some of my desserts on that I'll be taking places.
And then this one is a great little piece that just has the angel and the Holy Family together. And I think I want to say that, yeah. So the wings come kind of put into the box, wrapped, so that you can just slide those in this little space back here, so that those don't get damaged, because they're kind of a thinner metal. I don't think you could hurt them too much, but so they don't get bent. But this is just a great way for us to show our appreciation to you and to let you have a good gift idea. So we also have, this is one of our new Fresh Touch mixed cypress garlands, and we bought so many of these that this is the only one, the only Fresh Touch garland we have still left in stock, and it's got some cedars and some cypress, a few different pines and Norfolk mixed together. I believe this one is 72 inches, yeah. So it's a 6-foot garland, and just kind of taking it and shaping it. This was a great piece for a lot of different things. Actually brought Jen one very similar to this home for our entertainment center. So I brought a little tree over so that you could kind of get an idea. I know most of you are used to that cone thing where you just sit the angel kind of on top of the tree. This particular style would really just be, I take the top of the tree and kind of wrap that a little tighter, and then bend that down, and then I'm going to use a couple of these little branches down here to let her rest on this particular spot in the tree. And sometimes if you want to make it like super stable, you can just take one of the foot pieces. One of her foots.
One of her foots?
Yeah. And just kind of wrap a little piece of pine around that. And that will help make sure that she's very stable. But I didn't wrap this tight enough. There we go. So that will allow you to place your angel in the top of the tree if you want to use one like this. But they also make great ornaments, so you can just, let them be somewhere else in the tree. Sometimes I'll put several of them in a tree.
Yeah, check out our Away in a Manger tree. You've got a couple angels in that tree.
Yeah. So they make great ornaments, especially if you have like a good sized tree, like a 9-foot full size tree. They fit really well. But yeah, I put a couple of these in our tree at church, actually. And like I said, we did sell out of Fresh Touch most everything. We had a couple thousand extra of these because this was new. We loved this so much, this mixed cypress garland. And we actually have mixed cypress swags, I think, still available that are humongous. I should have brought one of those up here, but I forgot to. And they're thicker in the middle, thinner on the ends. I want to say they're like 6 or 7 feet long. They're big, but they make great mantelpieces just by themselves or buffet table pieces. But because we don't have any wreaths left, and I wanted to show you kind of what the angel looked like in a wreath, I'm just going to take this garland and just place it on a grapevine wreath. If you need a wreath and all you have is garland, if you have access to like a grapevine wreath, which I assume most of you probably do somewhere, most craft stores would probably have these. I think this is a 24-inch grapevine wreath. But we're just going to take a little bit of floral wire, and every so often we're going to wire that main branch, that main piece to the wreath itself. Just make sure you go through the wreath so that you get some of that nice vine to hold the wire and your garland in place. Maybe every 8 inches or so, I'm going to wire this in.
Okay, so David has made a whole wreath out of a grapevine base and one of our Norfolk garland, Real Touch. And now you're adding a little angel to it.
Well, these work great, like I said, in a tree, as a tree topper, but I think it also works great, like this particular case. Maybe you've got your nativity on the table and you want your angel just kind of floating there, because that's, what we assume angels do, right? They just
and please
float there.
Yeah, please excuse our tag, but these are samples from our showroom, so we can't take the tags off because we have to trying to hide it so it's not so ugly.
Here, I'll take it off. I'll just reapply the plastic.
A little clip, little piece.
Yes.
There we go. That gives you a
little better view.
Yeah, there she is in all her glory. I want to call her Mabel because you put her in that tree and said she was stable. And I was like, it's Stable Mabel, the angel.
Of course.
She's pretty. Look at her.
But if you had a little nativity set and you put a little garland around it, this would be a great piece just to have your angel kind of above Jesus and the Holy Family and the wise men. And
listen, your friends will be very impressed if they come over, because this looks like you really put a whole lot of thought into it, but you could probably put this up in, after you make your wreath, like 5 minutes. You're ready to go.
Yeah. You could always add, gold or, ivory ribbon or something into the wreath, or ornaments if you want to. But for this example, we're highlighting and trying to spotlight our nativity. So we're just going to keep a little bit of natural look around it and make sure that you really see those.
So what's next for us? By the time you watch this video, hopefully David and I will be on a little short trip with our kids, just a little weekend getaway to Nashville, Tennessee. We take our kids to the Opryland Hotel every year. It's kind of a family tradition that they look forward to. And if we don't go, it's not Christmas to them unless we've gone to the Opryland Hotel.
Yeah, I mean, we did it a few times because we just needed to get away from the store at the end of the season. And, you know, it's only a couple hours away from us, so it was kind of convenient, and it helps them kind of get in the holiday spirit, and us as well somewhat, because we're so busy decorating for everyone else. We don't really get a chance to stop and take a breather and enjoy some of the things. And it's a great atmosphere. I do want to tweak some of the decorations on the trees every night.
But it's always a beautiful place, and we're going to go to the Grand Ole Opry. They've been wanting to go there. We've only gone one time before when one of our friends, Rachel Womack, performed there several years ago, and the kids have wanted to go back since then, but we haven't. But we're going back to the Opry.
And we saw the Grinch there once.
We did see the Grinch there once. So it's going to be a fun time for everyone, hopefully. We hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and we will be back. So the videos are not stopping. You may not see as much of us as we go into the Atlanta market season, because that's what's next for us is trips to the showrooms.
So end of this week we go to Opryland, and then next week I got to go to Atlanta and start ripping everything apart and then start trying to make it make sense in new themes for next year, 2025 Christmas. Yes. We have samples in the building. And we're working on making sure that those make a lot of sense together. And
we'll have our trends video up in January for Christmas 2025. So if you're looking for what's going to be hot, what trends are coming in 2025, that video will be up in January. Can't believe it. That's next month. We'll be starting all over.
They say in a lot of ways you can look at women's clothing to get trends for the next season of like home decor.
Okay.
Jen may have a little bit of that going on here. I don't think men's clothing quite does that. I mean, this is...
It can. You're just more of a...
I have like 4 colors.
Plain.
Black, navy, green, gray. Those are the
main colors.
Things that I know.
I buy him something a little wild every now and again.
If I'm wearing something colorful, Jen bought it.
Yeah, I probably got it for him, but it's okay. Till next time, we hope you have a wonderful Christmas season, and that you just remember the blessings that you have. We are trying to focus on our blessings more than on our challenges in this season, because it can be very challenging. But we know that God has us all in His hands, and He is able to take care of us and do exceedingly and abundantly more than we even ask Him to do. And that's what we're believing for you, and that's what we're believing for us. And we hope that you'll check us out at shopdavidchristopher.com, and we'll see you next time.
What child is this who lay to rest on Mary's lap is sleeping, whom angels greet with anthems sweet, while shepherds watch are keeping? This is Christ the King, whom shepherds guard and angels sing. Haste, haste to bring Him, Lord, the babe, the Son.